Hello, welcome.
Howdy, howdy. Welcome back to Galil and the Tudor Saga. My name is Rick. I am your dungeon master, and we're going to have Ben deliver the recap. So sit back and enjoy.
All right. So, what happened from last time? After the whole rescuing Drusilla from the pit of horrors, and the argument with Tudor and Fairheart between Tudor and Fairheart, that led to the psychological damage to Fairheart. Everybody left the town and started traveling towards the Dragon Mount. Fairheart got a little stoned from a
sparkly pixie cigarettes.
Well, even before that, he got stoned from a guard giving him some pretty good dank stuff.
That's right.
Then he got very stoned on the pixie dust. At the tavern where they found the pixie, they got the pixie dust. They ran into a giant kobold that's basically a lizardman, and ended up joining the team, which is my character. And they got supplies there, or what supplies they could get, including backpacks full of donuts for Brother Bonk.
Yes.
And they are currently on the way to Dragon Mount, having traveled for probably an undetermined amount of time, which I assume Rick will tell us how long we've been traveling.
The time is currently 6 o'clock, give or take, on the second day.
Although before reaching the Pixie Cafe, we ran into a miniature merchant.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Who took off at a quick pace just back up the path, and we're like, okay, bye. And we saw a rock flying overhead.
Yeah, that rocked.
And I bought something. I haggled something off that merchant. I don't have my campaign notes in front of me yet, but it's some good stuff I hear.
You didn't get anything off that merchant.
No, you got fancy sparkly cigarettes.
Oh, right. Who did I buy the other thing from?
The merchant didn't have anything because he had been robbed.
Yeah, no. But I bought something before we departed. That actually last time. Never mind. I'll remember.
I know.
I'm still waking up a little bit here, but yes, that is correct.
Alrighty, so as mentioned earlier, it is about 6 o'clock. You have continued east from the drink ferry and have elected not to go stop over in Lakeside to rest for the night. Just pressing straight on eastward. You've got about 4 hours left in this day, although the sun remains high in the sky and will not be going down from this point for another 12 hours until 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay.
So we've got 12 hours of daylight, but really 4 hours until it's due for us to actually crash. Is that correct?
It's not even so much 4 hours until you'd be due to crash. 4 hours until the turn of day.
Until the turn of day. Until it's,
Y'all are probably already starting to feel a little tired, particularly Fairheart. Actually, no, never mind. Not particularly Fairheart, because that feast took care of the exhaustion. But y'all were still up real early today. You've basically already been up for 6 hours. So, I mean, if you wanted to take a 4 hour long rest now to be back up and at it and ready to go for the morning, You could do that. You can keep pushing ahead, and it's not going to really hurt you or anything right now.
Well, we've already done. Did we do a short rest at the drink ferry?
So,
I don't know if we needed to do a short rest.
Yeah, nobody had taken any damage or used any abilities or anything like that. It was just RP up to that point. So we didn't say anything about resting, but it wasn't necessary. So you guys are currently, everybody's full health, and everybody except for Kyla should have 10 temporary hit points still.
Alrighty, and how much longer can we go before exhaustion starts to take effect?
I think it depends on our constitution modifiers.
Yeah, you wouldn't know exactly, but you feel good right now. You don't feel like anything is necessarily calling on you to rest. You could probably continue pushing for a couple of hours. If you were to start going into the next day, then you'd probably start having some kind of negative effects. But everyone still seems pretty chipper and in a good mood right now.
All right, let's go for another 4 hours, or at least.
yeah.
Sounds good to me.
We shall continue until the turn of day.
And I am sober now, Rick, right?
No.
Oh. I thought that we had my -1 to initiative had expired last.
Your -1 to initiative from the marijuana has expired.
Okay.
The blunt has worn off.
The sparkles persist.
Oh, I see. Okay. Good to know. I'm going to enjoy this walk then.
And because Kyla and Fairheart were the last two that were on, and we did some RP talking between the two after everybody else left. Kyla's kind of just like next to Fairheart as they talk to each other.
Oh yeah, that's true.
To cover that. That's why I moved Kyla next to Fairheart with everybody else up front.
Yeah, Brother Bronk was probably waddling behind, slowly eating donuts whilst walking.
All the donuts.
All of the donuts.
God damn it. Give me a fucking picture I can fucking use.
So Brother Bonk is shaping up to be a athletic monk Homer Simpson. Okay.
Sounds kind of accurate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he burns off the calories.
As y'all continue eastward, you see a large cloud of smoke, or not smoke, dust rising ahead of you in the distance.
I say, hey, Lurith. Something's not right here. Any chance you could go check that out in bird form?
The cloud of dust, is it like the type of cloud of dust where there's people galloping towards us, or is it more like we're heading towards a dust storm?
More like the former, but having Brother Bonk wouldn't really be able to tell the difference. Brother Bonk is not very familiar with various clouds of dust.
But like,
what
is it covering
Does
the
not
entire
look like a
horizon?
storm.
Or is it like one little patch?
No, it's a fairly large cloud of dust, but it's not like moving at any particular intensity or anything like that. It's just kind of hanging there. So it does not seem to be a storm or anything like that.
Okay, so it could be people galloping, it could be a whirlwind, it could be
Does it
anything like
feel
that.
evil? Does it look evil?
Can I, as the hunting tracker who spent some time on the desert side, where sandstorms probably normally occur, can I roll survival to see what I can glean about, its size and an estimate on how many would make it?
Nice.
You are able to ascertain that it is probably from a large number of feet, and that they seem to be moving away from you at a slow pace.
I have very high survival too, but I would like to roll, if that's possible, Rick, for my my lore knowledge to see if I can maybe think of what would make that type of shape and stuff.
Can I make a suggestion?
Go ahead.
Since Kyla already identified that it's like probably a bunch of a bunch of people moving slowly, can you use your lore knowledge of the surrounding area to think of what group would be together like that around here?
Yes, and
it's like an
yes, good idea. And as to whether or not they would be human as well.
Mm-hmm.
So should I roll lore, Rick?
So are you trying to recall knowledge, or are you trying to use a survival check then?
I'm using a lore check.
That would be recall knowledge.
Oh god, yeah.
So if you are trying to recall knowledge, then yes, it would be lore. But you are using what lore skill? Alaya?
Yeah. That's an 8.
You know that Alaya is a city. Or sorry, no, you know that Alaya is a country. You know that Alayara is a city.
Maybe I know. Maybe it's the other way around. Is what I know right now with that roll.
No, that'll be under 5.
Well, I rolled a nat 3.
Oof. I think the pixie dust is still running through your system. They're moving away from us. If we run into anybody on the road as we're heading that direction, we'll probably get our answers. They're not coming this way though, so I'd say we just press on.
I think that maybe they're kobolds returning to Skriel. That's the most logical thing. If they are,
I would have assumed we'd already hit those by now.
You never know. There could be some stragglers, and those things do have small feet. No offense, buddy.
It's not even so much the small feet as the short legs.
Yeah, the short gait. If we do run into kobolds, just in case, should we perhaps create a plan?
How far away does it look like they might be? Like, would someone be able to sprint ahead and be there and back within a reasonable amount of time?
They're definitely not super far ahead of y'all. You will, even at your current pace, you will overtake them in a relatively short amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any room for flanking on the right or left? Sorry, let me rephrase that. As I look ahead towards the group of moving bipeds, dust cloud, do I see any flanking opportunity?
You see a cloud of dust.
No, I mean in the topography as it leads in their direction.
You have not been this way. You don't know what the topography looks like.
They are past the vanishing point.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if we keep walking, I want to look for a flanking path on the way.
Yeah.
Wow, Drusilla doesn't have very many hit points.
I got to
So,
protect.
how long until we catch up to them?
That depends on how quickly I can get this fucking shit uploaded into Foundry and get it placed for you.
Fair enough.
Wow, that is a long path.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Who is not here for my character introduction?
We were all here.
We're all here, yeah.
Everybody
Did he
was?
left?
Okay.
Yeah, I had to leave just after we were walking out of the drinks ferry.
Okay.
But I was there to order extra donuts as we were leaving.
Gesundheit. As you get closer to the cloud, you do see that it is fairly wide open to both sides. But as the path continues in front of you, you see a couple of people on horses, mostly human, couple of orcs, and they're engaged in a cattle drive. There are probably 1,200 head of cattle.
What kind of cattle? Are they local to the area?
As far as you know, you're not very familiar with the agriculture of like the actual cows of the area. You would be more familiar with, you know, the cow on a plate.
Okay, so I wouldn't know the colors of the cow and if they are the correct color.
No, but nothing seems out of order. It seems like there's just a couple of people moving a shit ton of cows from one area to another.
Probably moving them to safer pastures given the attack that just happened.
I don't know, brown cow.
I'm starting to feel a little hungry, I have to say. Brother Bonk, do you ever eat those? Would Brother Bonk know that beef comes from a cow?
Brother Bonk has probably never seen a cow before in his
Yo,
life.
Brother Bonk, I'm like, look at those. They taste really good.
I
They
don't
are
know.
also
It'd be hard to swallow.
That's why we got to cut them up first.
they also belong to somebody, so I would suggest we
Yeah.
don't.
Well, we could always try to buy some meat.
But that means we have to carry it. I'm having enough time carrying donuts.
Can I
He
have one?
says whilst eating one.
May I have one, please?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Chucks in like 3.
I eat one and I tuck the other two into my pantaloons.
As you approach and you come closer to the people, you hear them singing.
Can we tell what language it's in?
You can hear it right now. I'm glad that actually worked.
I look to the rest of the group. I'm like, how do y'all want to handle this?
We don't want to scare the beasts. Let's just go around them.
Cows are pretty calm, anyways, unless you scare them. So
yeah, and unless there are bulls, it's unlikely they could cause us much harm.
even the bulls during a cattle drive, you don't cattle drive them when. Okay, Kyla might not know that information since hunter, not farm rancher.
Yeah, also Kyla has probably never seen a cattle drive. You'd probably be familiar with cows' existence because you are from this side, but you would not have seen any on the swamp side or the desert side or the fucking water side. Like,
well, they look like they're used to their handlers, so
Yes,
we should probably leave them to their handlers.
but their handlers might have some good information, though.
If you know
They're
what
coming
to ask them.
They're coming from the same direction we are. I doubt they'd have anything new on where we're going.
But they may
Are they
have
coming from
witnessed
the
the
same
event.
direction as us, or are they like sort of northeast to southeast, northwest to
they're
southeast?
following the path in the same direction that you are. And now that you are within eyesight of them, there is one of the people who is kind of hanging back, and when he sees you guys approaching, he hollers up a little bit further in the convoy, and they start to kind of work the animals off of the path to either side to give y'all a way to go through,
Cool. Each of the handlers, I throw them a donut.
As each of them is thusly thrown a donut, they tip their hat to you and say, "Well, thank you."
Oh yeah, I say hello
Or
to
something
each of them.
similar.
I say hello to each of them and make small talk to try to figure out where they're coming from and where they're going.
Brother Bonk is acting oblivious and just meandering through as if he's being given like a bit of a cavalcade of cows on either side.
You get the general impression that they're just moving from pasture to pasture. The time was coming up anyways for them to move. They did make the move a little bit early because of the tumult to the west and because of some uncertainty. But they're not like panicking and just freaking out and moving the animals. They were already going to. They just moved it up a little bit.
Do they? I asked them if they. I asked them what happened to see if their recollection of events is similar to mine.
They don't know what happened. They just know that shit went down.
I
So
suggest
they were nowhere really near the inner city.
Yeah, they haven't been inside the wall in months and some of them years. Like they're not city folk.
I walk up to Kyla and I'm like, maybe we should let them know. What do you think?
I wouldn't. Not at this point. Too much information is not known.
What about an executive overview?
Do they really need to know for their day-to-day lives until problems actually start happening?
Well, if they don't know and they saw something that may be relevant, us giving them a brief executive overview might turn an unknown into a known.
But we also might cause undue racism against innocent kobolds.
Yes, that is correct.
I feel we should just let them do their business. They'll find out from someone else once word travels.
I will defer to Kyla, but I will inquire as to where I can buy a large quantity of beef.
They say we're on the production side, not the distribution side, sir. I'm sorry, I don't know.
So
also,
that's just,
when traveling, you might want to get it dried. Jerky.
so no free samples, right? You don't have any beef jerky or other meat that I can taste?
No, we have our supplies and our lunches for doing our job. We are on the production side, not the distribution side, sir.
I say, well, thank you so much. Hope you have a good day. Is there anything we can do to assist you guys? I am a man of Solos, and here in this world to do good.
May his light shine on you, Solo sees all.
He blesses you in my name. Sorry, I bless you in his name.
He blesses you in my name.
That is so something that he would say whilst high.
Yeah, we're definitely keeping the stumble in there. I like it. And so the one that you're speaking to kind of looks at you quizzically again and says, well, best be on your way then. These animals, as all animals, can tend to be unpredictable. Wouldn't want to have any kind of accidents or anything. That's why we spread them apart for y'all to allow you to get through and get on your way.
Very kind of you. I ask if the group would like to share a pixie dust joint.
No.
No.
I'm not taking any. I'm offering it to them as a kindness, as a mitzvah.
Kind of like, don't. Save it. You're good. Come on, let's go.
All right.
He goes to offer it to like the cattleman, and I'm like looking at the cattleman, going, "No."
I was just trying to be kind to my fellow humans.
They have work to do. They can't afford to, fall asleep hallucinating in a bush somewhere while the cows go all over the place.
To be fair, it was meant to be used after work.
Lurith disagrees.
Alrighty, so you move on past the cows, and it's about 2 hours later now, about 8 o'clock, and you have continued eastward. You've noticed that there's a little bit more topography going on, some things that are starting to there's some places where there's hills, stuff like that. Nothing in particular crazy or anything like that. But as you continue eastward, you come to a point where there is actually a relatively large hill in front of you, and so the path, which has for the most part been relatively straight, has a kind of obvious detour here.
Do I know of this place from my knowledge of the local geography?
You have never been this side from the city. You are very far beyond anywhere that you have actually.
That's not what I meant. I meant from my education / lore.
So
is it the famous place?
Is it just going around the side of a hill?
It seems to be.
I might climb up the side of a hill just to get a bit of a vantage point.
Before you do,
catch up with them down the road.
Before you head up, Kyla's like, if we wanted to stop for the night, depending on what the other side of that hill looks like, we could probably take shelter behind it, be relatively out of everybody's way.
What direction is the wind blowing?
Wind is relatively calm, but it seems to be coming from the southeast.
what would be the best place to stay for the night and get a windbreak and like a natural windbreak?
It'd be the northwest of the hill if it's coming. From
I
the
wasn't
southeast.
thinking of wind. I was thinking of just being out of people's way, away from the path.
Oh, I see.
Sort of
Well, I was going to
behind
be
the
away
hill.
from. I'm going to be away from the path no matter what. But
Yeah.
okay, I'm fine with whatever.
I mean, we could keep going for another couple hours, but it all depends on what the other side of that hill looks like.
Yeah, I want to climb up the hill and have a look.
I think we should all advance and head that direction, although maybe not climb the hill all at the same time.
I'm like, I got your back, Brother Bonk, but I'm staying down here. I'm in armor, friend.
I grin with a mouthful of donut, just
Give me an athletics check to climb the hill.
Alrighty.
It does seem to be pretty large.
Yeah. Athletics. Roll. 30. Not 20.
All right, give me another 20.
Hello.
And then 25 on top.
Well, 15.
So yeah. 15.
So you look at the hill and everyone else seems a little bit intimidated by it, but you're just like, yeah, whatever. And you just charge that motherfucker full speed. And a few seconds later, you're up on top of it and you see that it's actually a relatively thin kind of hill. There's actually a valley on the other side. And it seems pretty unspoiled and relatively protected from the elements by the wind block from the hill, and you don't see really much of anything aside from unspoiled wilderness. From your vantage point here, you are able to see the inland sea off to the north and west of you where it rises above. And you are also able to see flying off in the southwest something. You're not able to identify it because it's far enough away and it's not necessarily coming in this direction, but just the fact that you're able to see it and understand how far off it is, you can tell that this thing is fucking massive.
Okay. Is there like a tree or a rock or something where I could tie off one end of rope to like lower the rope down down the side that I came from to help the others climb up so that they don't really need to worry about an athletics check?
Well, they'd still have to make an athletics check to climb with the rope. It would just give them a hell of a bonus. You don't really have anything in the way of trees up on the top side, but you could hold the rope and help them.
Yeah, all right, I'll do that. I'll throw the other end of the rope down and go, great camping on the other side. Come on up.
All right, so who's going to go first?
Okay.
I could probably go as well. Be one of the early ones up. I have enough athletics that I can help others as well if it needs to happen.
I will go last because I'm a gentleman and a protector.
Even though you're probably one of the ones that should go first and get assistance at the moment.
Oh wait, actually that makes more sense. Should I go first, guys?
Yes.
Actually, funny thing. You have a plus 12 to your athletics checks.
Yes, I do.
But he's also wearing heavy armor.
I do. That's the issue.
Oh
And
yeah,
equals are
true.
high.
That probably okay.
Can I take off my armor and have Brother Bonk pull it up and then climb up?
If you want to spend an hour to take your armor off, yeah, you can.
Oh, it's an hour? No, fuck it.
And well, an hour with assistance, and then it would be another hour up top to put it back on.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go.
Wonders of plate mail, everybody.
I'll go next. So that Brother Bonk is less tired because I'm the heaviest, and so that I can help hold the rope.
Yeah, you could be the anchor when you get up here.
Okay. So I'm
All
going to
right,
go
I
up
need
next.
athletics checks from both Brother Bonk and Fairheart, please.
Athletics.
Okay.
I rolled a 21.
I rolled a 27.
There's a few moments where things get kind of icky as ropes slip from Brother Bonk's hands. Fairheart falls back a little bit, but every time Brother Bonk is able to maintain a grip, hold on, Fairheart is able to make it to the top without any actual instances, but it was definitely touch and go there a couple of times.
I tell Brother Bonk as I get up there that I'd love to give him a hug, but that I'm going to grab the rope instead.
Yep.
So that's two people holding on to the rope to help support.
Yep.
Okay.
And everyone else is now able to make it up just fine. Anyone except Fairheart would have been able to make it up on just Brother Bonk just fine.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's your heavy armor.
I'm also pretty large, I think.
You're still a medium creature, so that doesn't really affect much of anything. But
okay.
And then as you get to the other side, you see that the slope here is much steeper.
I'm like, Brother Bonk, did you not look at this, bro?
But look, it's so secluded. Like Brother Bonk is just sort of like, yeah, I can do it, so everyone else can.
How big is this hill? If like once we get down to the bottom, rather than having to, climb up and then climb down again and then climb up, can we just kind of trek around the hill to the rest of the path?
The hill turns back upward again. Like it's kind of an actually secluded area. Like you wouldn't really be able to get back to the path by going around it without going significantly out of your way. But you are only like 30 feet up. I mean, it's not like an insane drop or anything like that. It's significant, but it's not like oppressive.
Rather than having to drop down, I vote we camp on the top of the hill. Since the wind's not that bad anyways.
I'm okay with that.
Brother Bonk looks longingly down into the valley, but it goes, okay. And then looks over at the big thing flying in the distance and goes, can anyone see that better than me?
I'll give it a try. That'd be perception, right?
Yep.
Oof.
Nope.
I'll give it a try.
Enhanced by fairy dust. You see exactly what it is.
Perception +7. Let's go. Oop, 20.
Dirty 20, but 20. Drusilla gets a 24. Lurth?
What am I doing?
Perception.
Oof. Brutal.
Wait, where's your modifiers?
Modifiers on perception? That's
Yeah, no, I only did a straight roll.
Yeah, you have a plus 11.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
the perception on your
I am
character
distracted.
card.
So that's still a 15.
Yeah.
It's far enough
So-
away that nobody except Fairheart and Drusilla are really able to see it, and neither of them are able to make anything out in addition. It's just a big fucking shape.
Yeah. So everyone's like, "Yep, that's a big flying thing."
Might be another rock. I can't see it.
Well, I'm
No.
going to defer you more nature folk on this one.
I start digging out like what's it called? One of those camping poles that has the vents on the side, so that you can put the fire in the hole. The vent on the side. I start digging one of those out.
Do you have a digging implement, or are you using your hands?
She's using
Probably
donuts.
using my hands. Yeah,
Donuts.
That's
Using donuts.
Brother Bonk.
brother bonk. Yeah, probably using hands, moving rocks out of the way, making it makeshift out of dirt and rocks.
All right, give me athletics check.
Sure. $11. Oh no, that's a nat 1. I fail.
Oh boy. I'm like, brother.
I'm
Bonk.
just playing with rocks. Brother Bunk's playing with rocks.
Brother Bonk starts digging and has a defined idea of what he is intending to build, and yet does not have any concept of how to actually make that happen. And so, yeah, essentially, you just got some dirty hands and a pile of soil.
I asked Brother Bunk what he was trying to build.
I'm trying to build a fire pit with a vent thing underneath for air.
I proceed to teach Brother Bonk how to do it and build it with them.
Kylo goes up and is like, hey, Lurith, can we have somebody who, hasn't been smoking fairy dust?
This
In
is
charge of that,
this
please?
this is so entertaining. What's the worst that's going to happen? The camp's going to burn to the ground?
If anyone tries to stop me, I'm very insistent that I be the one who helped Brother Bonk. Repeatedly saying
The blind leading the blind.
he's
I'm
right.
gonna-
Dumb and dumber.
I'm going to physically push Armor Man out of the way. I don't even honor him with his name.
Does she need to do a strength check for that?
It depends. Are you going to be belligerent enough to stand in the way of a lady?
No, but I'm also I'm wearing heavy armor, and I'm planted down on my haunches, right?
You're also leaned over. Your center of gravity is not exactly you're not braced for an impact. You're
In the
working on a
in the name of Solus, stop. And I sort of
As she pushes me over,
I don't push you over. I use my buttocks into your shoulder to nudge you over, so you sort of fall onto your side, bewildered.
I
With a face
blush,
full of ass.
I blush very, very emphatically, and say, sorry, Lurith."
I then kneel to help the others build the fire pit.
Hey, Fairheart,
I just love
Yo.
come over here and
Yes, on my way.
I just love how I was dumb and dumber there for a moment.
If you are making pizza now, I would take one as well.
I have a 4-person tent, so someone's going to sleep outside. But
Actually, I'm going to be that person.
okay.
Rick, do I need to DM you, or do you know what I'm doing?
No, I know what you're doing.
Okay.
Smoking pixie stuff.
Yeah.
Smoking pixie sticks.
All right, so within an hour, you've got camp set up. By this time, it is nearing the turn of day. Again, sun is still high in the sky. Are we going to be setting a watch or anything like that?
I'll volunteer to take first watch.
No. You need to
No,
sleep it
not
off,
whilst you're
buddy.
still high. I don't trust you, so it's going to be Dumb and Dumber together for first watch.
How about second watch? And Kyla takes first.
We will.
Alrighty.
Drusilla volunteers to take third.
I will not let Drusilla do a watch on her own.
So first, second, third.
Right, I'm just saying I swore an oath to protect Drusilla, so.
Yeah.
Lurith sort of just climbs the tree and perches up there.
Before Lurith walks away, I asked Lurith, "Is it going to be all right?"
Perhaps.
Come again?
Perhaps.
We shall see.
We will see.
Oh, you're you're doing shapes. I can do the tent for you
Okay.
as soon as I remember how to do shape.
The pencil on the left side.
How many sides does a triangle have?
7.
I tell whoever is still willing to listen to me that I have a bad feeling about this.
There we go. That the square is where the tent is.
Cool.
So square is where the tent is. Do we know which direction the path up the hill is relative to the tent?
There really wasn't a path. We just climbed it, I think.
No, I know we did, but do we see if there is any path on
You
it, or
do not see any path up the hill.
Mm-hmm.
and we don't see any walking trails on it either?
No, you see the road that is going east to west and that curved south around it.
Okay.
I put the door on the north, or upside. I think that's north.
Yeah, there is a compass rose down here. Bottom left corner of the map.
Oh, okay.
Shit, where'd they go? There they are. Alrighty, first watch passes. Nothing happens. Second watch passes, nothing happens. Third watch passes, nothing happens.
Okay.
I still have a bad feeling about this.
So we wake up, call it 3 o'clock on day 3.
Okay.
Break camp and scoot carefully down the hill on our butts.
As we are breaking down camp, we notice somebody going along the path below.
What do they look like?
About the same size as you, only uglier and furry.
Do I recognize the species?
I'm not sure if you would. Give me a give me an intelligence check.
Straight old intelligence? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, what? How do we do the intelligence check again?
You just
You-
roll a d20 and
Oh, it's just a d20. Okay. And
then you add whatever the modifier of your whatever was.
13.
Plus nothing because your intelligence is at plus 0.
Exactly. Yeah.
Here, God damn it! What the fuck are you?
And this is in the middle of us breaking down camp, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So my character is going to be preoccupied taking down the tent.
I presume I've been rebuffed in my offers to help.
Probably.
Um,
Maybe. You're probably sober by now, aren't you?
Who knows with the pixie dust?
Is he
I
sober by
assume
now,
good night's
Dan?
sleep
Yes.
probably. Yeah.
Who knows? You probably have been accepted to help.
Mhm.
I hate when things are not where I fucking put them. But fuck. So he looks. He's placed now. You can kind of zoom in and take a look at it.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's tiny down there. Oh, wait, that's not it.
Well, I did say zoom in and take
Then I'm super zoomed in. Oh, here it is. Okay. I got you.
Okay.
Is this looking like a giant cat?
Honestly, I don't know if any of you would actually know this species.
I'm willing to give it a try.
Me too. Can I do a
As-
lore check?
You already did your check.
Oh, it was an intelligence check. Gotcha. Okay.
As the one who's the most traveled of the group, but I'm not entirely certain where these guys are from. I'll give it an intelligence check to see if I recognize them.
Wait, do you see more than one, Kyla? Because we were told I only see one.
It's just
Yeah, I only see one.
Okay.
Slash roll d20
/R D20, I think.
slash
Either
R d20.
I just rolled a society check because I figure that's the closest I'm going to get.
Well, we all got 11s. Fairheart would be the most, is the highest, so none of us know what this is, I guess.
I'm not sure, but the picture sort of looks a bit orcish.
Actually, mine's a 12, but that still doesn't beat Fairheart's.
It looks like some kind of cat creature to me.
Does he look orcish enough for me to go like, he looks like me? Go down, talk to him.
Rick hasn't told me yet, but this definitely does not look like an orc to me.
He looks like a furry orc to me.
Yeah.
Drusilla, no, not one. Lurith.
What am I doing?
D20 plus intelligence.
Where's my thingy? 19.
Oh, nice.
Lurith doesn't actually know any goblins, but she has heard that if goblins survive long enough, they grow up and they become other things. And,
Did she say that out loud?
well, that's up to Lurith.
Okay.
Sure, I say it out loud exactly as you just said it. Lurith doesn't know goblins. But from descriptions she's read, she's pretty sure this is it.
Lurith just seems like the exasperated, like, why am I here? Why am I with these people?
What am I doing here? Why didn't I get those sparkles?
I show this to Brother Bonk.
Show what to Brother Bonk.
I'm holding up a pizza.
Oh.
Where did you get that from?
Where did you... What?
Meredith was careful not to get on the screen.
I knew that she was bringing you pizza, though, because I heard you answering her.
Yeah.
And you
That
cannot
you're making your
Brother
order.
Bonk your pizza because you don't know what pizza is, Fairheart.
I swear I've mixed cheese and tomato sauce and dough together before. Thank you.
Does the guy look armed?
Yes.
And he's just traveling along the road?
Yep.
Okay. Odd sight, but whatever. We're armed too. That's not a cause for concern.
If I think really hard, do I know what language goblins speak? Thank you.
Goblin.
How many goblins are on the? Oh wait, goblins are everywhere.
I want to talk to it. I yell something out in Orcish to see if they respond. A greeting.
What do you yell?
Ahoy! How goes it, fellow traveler?
He hears you and he kind of looks around, unsure of where the voice came from, and then notices y'all up on the hill and is like, "Oh, who the hell are you?"
I
Kyla-
am. Sorry.
Kyla's breaking down the tent still, since this has only been a couple minutes. I'm gonna be right back during this because I have laundry going, so I'll be right back.
Okay.
I yell
that
down
actually
to.
reminds me, shit, I gotta switch over laundry too. Thank you, Ben.
It is delicious. Undercooked by 1 minute.
What time do you have to go?
1 o'clock.
You didn't mute.
I muted.
Do you know? You muted Discord and not stream now.
Doopy-doopy-doo.
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
To answer his question, I yell down, I am Fairheart, champion of Solos, the one true god, and a friend to all. Who are you, sir?
He says, I am on my way and minding my own business.
I would love to help you with your business, sir.
That ain't gonna work.
I whisper to Brother Bonk, I want to know what he's doing. He looks suspicious.
But he's heading in the opposite. Wait, is he heading in the opposite direction?
No, he's going east.
Same
Isn't
as
he
us?
holding a cat of nine tails right now or something?
What? No, he's holding a flail.
Oh, okay. My vision is terrible. The nachos tomorrow or the Saturday? I fucking love pizza.
He's almost gone. He's just doopy doopy doo.
Oh, by the way, you're not showing any of this on stream, Kevin.
I'm presenting.
Yeah, but you're firmly
Maps, like-
focused on the left side of the map.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Sorry, stream goers. There we go.
And Harry Goblin Dude has already pretty much disappeared off the map because he's like, screw you guys, I'm leaving. And I'll be like to Fairheart, like, unless you want to fight him, I don't think he's going to give you the time of day.
I'm like, he was kind of a dick, don't you think, Brother Bonk? I'm a nice guy, aren't I?
Maybe, but a lot of people just want to mind their own business. They don't
But-
like people in theirs.
But they need to learn about solos.
I know you mean well, but a lot of people just want to go about their day.
I grudgingly like give him a nice little like a friendly like punch on the shoulder like you would to a friend.
And
Hello.
with that punch on the shoulder, the hairy-looking thing continues on and out of sight.
I'm like, I shyly look over at Lurith and I'm like, Lurith, what did you think of that?
I didn't. I stored blankly. Because stared is not in my vocabulary.
I like it when you take on bird form, Lurith.
What?
It's because I can fly away from you faster.
Maybe you should go do that and scout ahead.
No.
I love it. Just no.
No.
I look ashamed and blush again.
Alrighty, so we'll call it another hour for breaking down camp, getting everything packed back up and whatnot. So it is now 4 o'clock on the third day, and you are still on top of the hill, but you are ready to continue. What are we doing?
I ask if anyone needs assistance getting down the hill, or are we good just sort of scooting down on our butts carefully?
I mean, gravity will absolutely take care of it.
I'm gonna try and
Yes.
make it. I'm gonna try and make my way down the hill.
Lurith,
All right, you don't have any problem.
for her attention being directed
Oh, right. Fairheart's the only one that's actually going to have issues getting down the hill safely, isn't he?
Fairheart, worst comes to worst, sit down and praise Solus. And then I make my way down the hill. Sit down, look up, praise Solus, and then continue and repeat.
Rick, can I do a survival check to see if I can see any passage that looks more safe than other passages?
You don't even need a survival check to find the spot that is going to be least steep. But it still looks like it's going to be a little rough trying to get down with all of the weight that you're wearing.
But, like, is that evaluation also taking into consideration my perception of the quality of the soil?
Are you a farmer?
No, but I have a high survival thingy.
Do you have...
Well, if you study the soil.
Yeah.
Survival is not like soil composition.
Yeah, it's not going to give you any information like that.
Little do you know, this hill is filled with rabbit burrows.
Not only is it filled with rabbit burrows, it is comprised of highly infected Legionnaire's disease soil.
I try my best to use my shield as a frontal protector, and I say for Solos as I start going down the hill. And as I get
You're
ready,
just going to walk down the hill with your shield in front of you as normal.
I was going to do whatever Brother Bonk just did. I love
two different statures, though. Like, I can understand using your tower shield as a sort of makeshift walking stick.
Yeah, but I wouldn't put it in the ground like that. Yeah, I will very carefully walk down the mountain.
All right, give me an acrobatics check.
Not even athletics, an acrobatics.
That was a 13, sir.
So did Fairheart make it down the hill?
I'm waiting to find out.
It doesn't sound like it.
Hey Fairheart,
You had to do an acrobatics check.
hey Fairheart, are you going to make it?
I bet you would prefer if I didn't.
I don't know.
I'm
just
wishing
hoping
that you
you're
used
able
your
to make
shield as a toboggan.
That would have been the safe way to get down the hill. Instead,
What you're saying
you
is
make
she's
it
not gonna
about
make
8
it.
feet down, you lose your footing, you fall, and you roll the rest of the way down. Taking, wow, 2 points of non-lethal damage.
Does that go to temp HP or to what?
Yeah,
Okay.
all damage taken is handled the same way.
Okay. I was like, when I get to the bottom, I'm like, that really sucked. Seeing Drusilla's roll, I check on her and see if she. Oh wait, that was 14 minutes ago. Never mind. Her critical nat 1. What was that for, Rick?
To see if she knew anything about the thing on the road.
As I get down there, I'm like, "Hey, Drusilla, what do you think you saw on the road?"
A creature.
Like, I didn't see anything on the road. I don't know what the hell you were talking about.
Gotcha. All right, dear.
So I posted something in the Discord. Gameplay chat.
Okay. Oh, is that right, Rick?
I'm imagining him after rolling down the hill, getting up and doing like that as like a gymnast.
Yeah, it fits. I like it a lot. Well done, sir. Well done.
Rick, I DM'd you back.
This is
I
a-
as I get down to the bottom, I pull a pixie joint out of my pantaloons. Actually, the one that I took 3 hits off of yesterday, and I start twirling it around in my fingers visibly.
The
Brother
one
Bonk,
we spoke yesterday is gone.
What happened to it?
you dropped it, I'm
If
guessing.
you don't remember, maybe you should have been paying better attention to your smoke.
I said I put it back in the pack, but okay. I take a new one out, start twirling it in my hands. And I'm like, I kind of do it so that everyone can see.
Brother Bonk comes up, like grabs it, throws it into the bush, and then helps you stand. You don't need another one of those. Come on.
I'm like, Brother Bronk, have you tried this shit?
I don't need to. I saw your state of mind yesterday. That's enough of a deterrent.
I tell everybody that I gotta go pee and start walking towards the bushes.
Lurith leaps down in front of you, gracefully collecting the cigarette from where it landed and pocketing it.
I missed that last bit. Lurith, what?
She pockets the cigarette gracefully without you noticing.
Okay. Well, I
Give
still.
me a thievery check.
What would thievery check be under? Stealth?
No, thievery is a skill.
Oh, yeah. Press the hand on the top bar. The hand? Yeah. Thievery. Just click. Yeah. And then roll.
Wrecked.
Not a bad result, but
Yeah.
I don't know if it's
Not
high
bad.
enough.
Not great, but not bad.
All right, and then Fairheart, give me a perception check.
Okay. God damn it. There we go. Oof.
All right, Fairheart, you look and look and look and piss twice, but you still can't find what was thrown.
As I'm pissing, I pull another cigarette out of my pantaloons. I don't light it up. I just take a little bit of the pixie dust on my finger and snort it.
So there are now 9 in your pack and 1 in your hand.
Yes. I carefully put it back. Very carefully.
And you said that you licked it off your fingers?
No, I sniffed it.
Sniffed it off your finger. Okay.
I did a rail of pixie dust. A bump, I should say.
So are you actually trying to unroll it, or are you just trying to scrape some off the outside of it?
You know when you have like a cigarette and you're twisting the edge just to pour a little bit of tobacco out?
Yeah, okay. So you're that I just when you said it the first time, I kind of got more of the image of like, you know, when you get those fucking joints that have the keef around the outside.
Oh yeah. Okay, gotcha.
That was my first image of what you were going for. But no, if you're rolling it out, that works. Give me a Constitution check.
That would be a D20 plus. Why is my thing being so slow? D20 plus 1. R D20 plus 12.
And give me a thievery check.
You say thievery?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're trying to keep a secret from everybody, right?
Not overtly, but sort of.
All right. Is anyone paying attention to Fairheart while he's pissing?
Brother Bonk definitely is.
Give me a perception check then.
Question before you answer. Question, Rick. Does Brother Bonk even know what doing a rail would look like?
No, probably not. But Brother Bonk definitely knows what your pack of smokes looks like, and knows that
Putting it into any hole of your body is a bad thing.
with it, other than smoking it, you're probably still doing something with it.
Okay.
Like, Brother Bonk is stupid. He's not dumb.
Yeah.
Or maybe he's dumb and he's not stupid. I'm not sure.
It's one of those.
All right, so Brother Bonk does notice you acting a little bit cagey, and sees that you take one out and then put it back. But does not actually necessarily see you take a bump.
All right, guys, it's getting towards where I have to go, but I'll be like, Fairheart, if you don't stop doing that stuff, I'll talk to Solus on your behalf. I swear.
As Brother Bonk is leaving, as Sharon is leaving, I say back to Brother Bonk, oh no, I just took it out and put it back in the pack. I was tempted for a second, but so
I was counting.
Yep, and I'm half elf.
Wow! I love it.
Why is Brother Bonk upside down?
I have no idea. But I think now is probably an appropriate time that Brother Bonk is going to start giving Fairheart the silent treatment for a little while. Because it's like, you're being a cagey little shit. So Brother Bonk's going to keep to himself, and I have to go to work. So unfortunately, I've got to love you and leave you.
There we go.
You guys stay awesome.
Have a good
All right, have a nice time.
All right, so y'all continue east for another while, about an hour or so. Call it 2. So 5 o'clock now. You see that as you continue to the east, there is a building off to the south side of the path, and it seems relatively large and fairly nondescript.
Rick, can you check our DM really quick? I mean, the character DM.
All right. So Kyla turns to the rest of the group and was like, I haven't been on this path in 30 years. Should we, what do you think? Should we stop at this house and see if they know anything about the path ahead?
Before answering Kyla, I take a very close look at the house and like inspect it meticulously from a distance and see if I notice anything weird about it.
All right, so you see that it's a pretty large building. It seems to be well taken care of, fairly well built. It's larger than you would expect to see for just a house, particularly one out in relatively the middle of nowhere. The walls are made of wood that you can see. There are a couple of windows, and from what you can see looking in, looks like there is a bedroom that is the closest room to you. But the path that goes down to the door, the only external door, takes you to the far side of the house, which does not have any windows that are facing it.
Do I get the impression that the materials used to make the house are expensive or cheap?
Neither.
It's an average.
They're not like ornate. It's not like super dressed up. It's not like fucking gilded or anything like that. But it's not like just cheap wood gathered off the floor or anything. It's proper lumber.
So it's an average house for the kingdom.
Yeah.
Okay. I say to Kyla, I find it weird that this person is living out here without any farmland to speak of. Don't you?
Not particularly. Some things just need to be away from other things. You ever smell the creation of fish sauce?
No, but that sounds amazing.
It's the end result's amazing. You wouldn't want to live anywhere near it.
Oh, so I can tell you've had some fish sauce in your life, Kyla. You gotta tell me that story one day. and I look at Lurith. I know someone else who smells like fish. And I take a big, like nasal, like, and smile because I'm high as fuck.
You get ignored.
So currently we have Solaire from Dark Souls, who's high on crack. Homer Simpson mixed with Ryu from Street Fighter. And Lurith is that character from most animes that's just completely done with all of the nonsense and bullshit that's going on and just just doesn't care anymore and is just walking along the rest.
She just wants to fight.
I want to look in through one of the windows of the house, like other than the bedroom, before knocking at the door.
So you are approaching the house?
Yeah.
I think we all are.
In a couple of moments, I'll need to depart very briefly to accept delivery of the new dryer.
Ooh.
Arriving in about 4 minutes, according to the text message I
Oh,
just
wait.
got.
I'm not going that way, Rick. I'm going.
Why does the map say approaching the dragon?
I'm going over here. Oh, that collides with the wall. What? I'm going here. Is there a window over here, Rick?
You see what you see.
The fuck is this?
And again, you are not showing any of this on stream.
How is that possible? It's supposed to be tracking. God damn it. This is so fucking stupid.
Can we take a quick intermission for about 10 minutes? Well, at least I'll need to take an intermission for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Before he gets. Oh, actually, I should probably wait. Do I get to walk back before anything happens, Rick, or not?
Well, he's
that's
messing
right now. You're actually seeing things you should not be seeing.
That's what I figured. Well, actually, not what I figured, but like I need to go warn the crew
What are you warning about?
that something doesn't look right.
Your character shouldn't be able to see those, though.
Would I have seen the other thing?
I don't know.
So am I supposed to role play as if I did not see it?
Go now. Reset fog war. Actually, let's go back to walls.
Let Rick finish resetting things up to determine what you're supposed to see and what you're not supposed to see,
Yeah, of course.
and then we'll figure that out from here. I have GM credentials, I guess, and so I can see everything, but my character can't. So
I'm not. So do I, but I'm not using them right now. So that definitely means that something's. Yeah. So do I really see nothing the entire? Oh no, I can still see that. Right?
Yeah, what you see up there is fine.
Okay, but that's the thing
What
that
the
didn't.
fuck?
That's
No.
the thing that didn't look right to me, though.
You should not be seeing. There should not be any windows on the bottom fucking half of that fucking building. I don't know why this is being stupid like this.
Oh, Rick, I can still see in the other room too. I think it has to do with the angle.
So there are no windows on the back half of the building. Okay.
What the fuck?
Yeah, now I can't see anything, including that bottom right room anymore.
That bottom right room is what you were not supposed to see. So good.
Oh, okay. The one with the circular thing in it, right? Gotcha. Uh-huh. When I'm looking at what I can see here, is this like a series of pews, Rick?
No, it's a series of racks.
Can I see what's on the racks?
A couple of weapons.
More weapons than one would expect for a house of this size, correct?
If it were a house,
Okay. Did I get?
I said it was a house. You keep saying house.
I don't think
It's
I
a
said
build-
house. I
It's a
think someone
building.
house, or maybe I said house. I am gonna go back to the rest of the group. Did I get detected or?
If anyone cared, you're in plate armor. I doubt. If anyone cared that you were there, I'm pretty sure they'd probably have noticed you.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking exactly.
Mhm. The real question is if they care. Let's wait until before we go up, because Kyla was just going to go up to the front door and knock.
No, I know. I wanted to beat her to it. I'm going to step away for like 2 to 3 minutes, and I will be right back.
Okay.
God.
That didn't sound good. So who's still here?
Just me, I think.
Okay. So I can see everything in this. It doesn't look like anything that should be like awkward. Except for one thing I'm looking at, but like that doesn't seem in place. Don't know what that room is. That's a storage room for armor or for armor and weapons. That looks like a kitchen. That looks like a prep kitchen. Library. Looks like a workshop to me. And the only reason I'm saying that out loud is because no one else is here.
Yeah, I mean, you're not far off.
Mm-hmm.
Would even venture so far as to say you're pretty much correct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The only weird thing is that room right there. I don't recognize what that could be for. Given Fairheart's walk around, I'm going to beat him to the door.
Okay, I'm back.
All right.
Welcome back.
Kevin, I'll be back in a minute, and we will pick up then.
Cool. Sorry about that. Our dryer just got delivered, so I had to move the car out of the way and
Sorry,
get it near the laundry door.
Had to get another. I'm very hungry for some reason.
Yeah, I'm fucking. All right, so you're back here at the far corner, Kevin.
Wait, what now? Sorry, I just got back. Okay, so I'm still there. Okay. Yes.
So we will resume from this point.
Well, Rick, if that's the case, though, full disclosure, I had walked all the way to here and then backtracked.
That's what I'm saying. Is you are
Okay, I just didn't know if you
at
knew.
that corner. You can do what you want from there.
Right, no, I just didn't know if you knew I'd walked all the way, so I was just letting you know.
You had not walked all the way because you were at that fucking corner, and that's where we are picking up from.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Now I understand what you mean. Okay, gotcha.
Okay. All right. Well, Kyla's heading to the front door to knock.
I try to be like, Kyla, no.
You can't
You're
see Kyla. You're on the other side of the building.
And I can't hear her?
I haven't knocked yet. Is there like anything on the door, or is it just a regular door? Rick?
I'm sending you your answer.
Oh, okay. Kyla goes, ah, and moves to open the door and walk in.
You hear a little bell kind of ring as you open the door, and as you walk in. Give me 1 second. Let me answer this.
Sure.
All right, you step in and you see a turtle person. He is sitting at a table reading, and when he hears the bell, he looks up at you and says, "Hello, welcome. I am Grumblar. How can I be of assistance?"
Grumbler.
I move further in, away from the door, and I'm like, we're heading up to Skriel. I was hoping you'd have some information on the road ahead.
Oh, I'm afraid I can't give you all that much information on the road. I can tell you that them Skriel taverns are reportedly fairly dangerous. I haven't been there myself, but I don't know what good information I could give for you, but I certainly have some supplies that could help you out.
Oh. Yeah, we'll take a look. Thank you very much.
And around the room, you see vials of alchemist's fire. You see some potions. You see, and things are mostly labeled. You see some mutagens. You see basically just like shelves and bottles and boxes all over the place. It's well organized, but definitely somewhat cluttered around the outside of the room, the perimeter. The floor space is fairly cleared, but you can also see that actually all the doors are closed. So
Well-stocked shelves.
Can I start walking back right now, Rick?
yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to walk around the back of the building.
Okay.
I assume that you probably also heard the bell as well.
Potentially. What
Probably.
do I see in this room, Rick? Is this the stock room or? Or was that a library? I can't tell.
It's a little bit of both. You can see that there are some other shelves containing other items. Well, you don't know what the place is yet. Have you feeling peckish? No, fucking starving. Thank you. Oh, looks great. You do see that everything in the middle there, those stacks, that's all books. And actually, I guess you wouldn't really be able to see on the other wall. So yeah, all you see is books.
Actually, from this window, I can see the other wall.
You actually wouldn't be able to because there are bookshelves in the way.
Oh, I see. Okay. Does anything at all seem at odds with my creed or evil?
Yes, please. Buildings don't tend to be evil. You have never encountered an evil building, and you do not gain the perspective that this is going to be your first.
What about books?
While he's looking through the window, I'm gonna give me a sec while I get some of the others in here.
Oh no, they're following you. I've just been too busy.
Oh no, I kind of was using that excuse to go grab Fairheart and get him into the shop so that he knows what this place is about and stops snooping like a creep.
But he is a creep.
Go out the door. Sorry. Fairheart.
Hello.
Hey, come on. The shop's on this side of the building.
There's something not right here, Kyla, and I say that as loud as possible. I feel like I can't put my finger on it, but there's something very strange about this place.
It's an alchemist shop. They're just like that. Come on.
No, I'm gonna keep walking around the building. There's something. I feel like there may be an offense to solos here.
All right, so I guess Fairheart is just going to continue walking around the building,
searching for threats. I'll go in and Kyla has no actual money, so if any, gonna go to Drusilla and is like, but Drusilla doesn't have any actual money either.
No, she does not.
Bonk does. Bonk does, but all right, Lurith, you're the only one who can actually buy stuff here. Would Drusilla want to buy anything here?
Maybe. There's definitely some useful items.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything that sobers up a belligerent man in armor?
We think he's on.
Why are you laughing? You didn't hear that.
Rick, whenever you have a chance to get back to me, I'd like to know what this is.
Grumblar says, yeah, over there in the corner. And you go over there and you just see some vials labeled The Cure.
It's Friday. I'm in love. I mutter.
What am I looking at, Kevin?
Top left room with the red thing in it.
So I rummage through the vials and grab a
Known as a bed?
selection of the cure, bring them up to the counter, and ask the shopkeep Grumbler of, do you get many customers around here?
He says, business is all right. I'm out here mostly so that I'm not endangering anybody when things go awry with my concoctions. I don't want to have any collateral damage, so I got a blast room in the back that's pretty well protected, so I don't have to worry about hurting anybody or burning down a town. You know.
Welcome with us, Fairheart.
I walked in.
I roll my eyes at the shopkeep and go, blast chambers.
Hey, Fairheart.
Hi.
Give Drusilla some money so she can buy some supplies for herself here.
Yes, one moment. Let me see how much money I have left.
In the name of Solos, money.
Let's see what I have. How much money would Drusilla like?
She doesn't really care. She doesn't care about money at all. She just
How much?
picking up some of the items that he's got lying around.
Right, Rick. Just tell me how much I need to give her to get her kitted out decently, based on your standards.
With what she wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2 or 3 gold will more than cover it.
I have 1.1 gold, and I'm willing to spend 0.9 of it.
You have more than 200 gold 2 sessions ago. What did you spend it on?
I bought a bunch of I bought fairy smokes, and I bought those things that are supposed to catch fire, didn't I?
Yeah, so you've spent like 5-10 gold.
Yeah, how much am I supposed to have? Because I guess if I had 200 gold, I just never added it to my inventory.
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
Just call it add 200 because you have spent some, and I don't know exactly how much, but
okay. Well, I'm gonna toss 10 gold at Drusilla, and I'm gonna toss it on the floor. But wait, not like as disrespect. As I'm tossing the gold on the floor, did we learn this guy's name yet?
Grumbler.
You have. Everyone else has.
I say, Green Man, I saw you have a nice library, and I walk through the door into the library. Without, asking for permission.
It's
locked, isn't it?
You can go ahead and try and open it.
I am trying to open it.
Yeah, it's not opening.
I'm like, hey, Green Man, how do I get into the library? I saw you have a lot of nice books.
He says, my library is for me. I don't know you.
I'm a learned man of Solos. Don't you want to share knowledge? You're an alchemist. That's part of your creed.
No, it is not. You don't know me, and you don't know my creed. So maybe you should not make assumptions.
I go up on big and
while you're having this conversation, I just leave a couple of silver coins on the table for the concoctions.
I tell him, I go up to him and I say, you sound like a fucking asshole. Something's not right. Something's not right here. What are you doing in this place?
Can I pull Fairheart out? I'm like, Fairheart, no. Fairheart, stop.
I'm like, no, not gonna happen, Kyla. There's something wrong here.
What's wrong here is you coming into
that is the fairy dust
and talking shit to me. I don't even know who the fuck you are. You can get the fuck out.
I go.
Grumbler,
I
this,
go.
this was the man I was talking about. Do you have anything that'd be more permanent of a cure? I narrow my eyes, suggesting that I want to kill Verhart.
I try all of the doors on the top here, and see if I can get into any of them.
Kyla is still trying to just pull him out. Like, Fairheart, stop. Fairheart, stop. This is not what Solus would want.
All right. Make an attack roll to grapple.
Her or me?
Well, you're not trying to grapple anyone.
Okay.
Okay.
He's trying to grapple with
how
his
do the hell-
intoxication.
How the hell do I do grapple? It would just be an attack roll, right?
Yeah, an unarmed attack. Which actually, I guess, yeah, you're proficient in it because you're claw user. So.
Oh, great.
All right, now look up the grapple rules and see. I'm pretty sure that you are now restrained, Kevin.
I will resist the restraint without trying to hurt Kyla. Kind of like the way we used to wrestle at seminary.
I believe for you, your action would be a acrobatics or athletics attempt. Acrobatics to slip out or athletics to break out.
I am. How much bigger is Kyla than me again? Or is
Both
it not
medium.
matter? Okay. I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do an athletics check because I have the plus 12.
Oh yeah, your belt. Well, not with that type of roll.
And then I believe it's an opposed roll, or is it your DC, or is it an opposed roll? I don't remember how grapple works in BF2.
I know that in 3.5 it's an opposed roll. It's opposed strength checks in 3.5. Where's my Pathfinder book? Grapple.
Athletics. Climb. Okay, what's your fortitude DC, Kevin?
Fortitude.
I have no idea where you'll find that either.
I do. I have a +8 modifier. You want me to roll it?
No, that is not what I asked you. I asked you what your fortitude DC is.
Oh, well, if my class DC is a 19 with modifiers and my fortitude is a +8, does that not mean it would be 27?
No, not even close.
Okay. Then
your class DC is your class DC. Your fortitude DC is your fortitude DC.
Gotcha.
Let me see if I can find champion real quick. Find the answer. I don't really get the whole fortitude DC thing. Like that's
I don't know what that means. So it's not a fortitude save. Okay, yeah.
No.
Yeah. I wonder if ChatGPT knows.
Skill DCs? No. Save. BS maybe. Yes.
Playing the game. Checks. Oh, difficulty class.
448 449 448 449. 448 449 448.
Okay, so you're expert in fortitude, so you get +4 from that, and then what's your con bonus?
My con bonus, I believe, is a +1.
All right, so that would make your fortitude DC 15.
Okay.
Okay.
So the 18 still works. Okay, so then for you to bust out, or the 24 still works to grapple you. For you to bust out, the DC would be, I guess, athletics for Kyla. So that would be 10 plus strength mod plus, or no, I guess it would just be, 10 plus your athletics mod.
So 10 plus athletics.
Yeah.
So that would be my athletics is +7.
All right, so you grappled him, and then he just kind of and shrugged you off.
I'm like, in the name of Solos, do not touch me again.
At this point, Grumblar walks over and says, "You need to get out of here right now."
Instead of doing that, I try to break the door down. Right here.
What was that?
This door right here that I'm in front of, I'm gonna try to break it down with my I'm gonna charge it with my shield. Like,
You can't charge if you're already there. Charging involves moving your full speed.
I'll do a shield bash then.
That's what you can attempt to do. But first,
Uh-oh.
+15.
smashes a glass bottle over your helmet.
Okay.
A runny white liquid. Where the fuck are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm right in front of the door. I'm trying to bash in.
No. Okay. When I moved over, you were here.
I'm stuck on the door.
Yeah, it's because you're moving when you're not supposed to.
Ah.
Yeah.
There you go. I'll pause the game so you can't. Smashes the glass bottle over your head, and some runny white liquid starts running down your body, and then it starts to dry real quickly, and you find yourself wrapped up and cocooned in a spider web-like substance.
Can I move at all, or am I completely immobilized?
Fucking charge, thank you. Go ahead and make a athletics check to see if you can break out of it.
Okay. Kevin. Man, this character's fun. Athletics. Here we go. 17.
As you struggle and try and push your way out of it, it just gets tighter and tighter.
Yay.
And Grumblar leans down, grabs your legs, throws his shell into you, and kind of right in the gut. We kind of fold over it. He stands up and easily walks over to the door and throws your ass out into the dirt. You're now prone.
Okay.
And still wrapped up.
Okay.
With whatever white fluid it is running down your helmet.
That reminds me of a certain NFT collection I can't remember the name of.
He just covered you in epoxy.
Sure, if that's what turtles call it. How do I feel, Rick? Emotionally.
I can't tell you how you feel emotionally. That's up to you. Physically, you feel like you just got wrapped up in a bunch of sticky fucking spider cum and thrown out unceremoniously on your ass like a piece of shit.
I mean that in relation to the fact that I'm high. Sorry, I should have phrased the question differently. Do I feel any different than I would normally feel?
If I start rifling through Fairheart's possessions to get those cigarettes to get rid of them, would I get stuck on that sticky stuff?
You don't know, but his bag is wrapped up with him. But Grumblar turns around and says, I believe that we were conducting some business. Is there anything else I can help you with?
Yes. I pick up the money that Fairheart put on the ground, hand it to Lurith and say, time to go shopping. So I hand it to Drusilla, sorry.
I figured that's what you meant. She picks out a few potions, a couple of bombs, some mutagens, and she pays for it.
I grab the cure.
If he's
I grab
got
that
any...
the cure.
You go.
I grab the cure that Lurith bought, and head out to see if I can get Fairheart to drink it.
My mouth stays closed.
I asked the shopkeep if he's got any restraints or any dentistry tools.
If I can reach it, Rick, I'm frantically trying to cut through the spider jizz with my dagger.
With every move, it just tightens.
I keep doing it anyway because I'm high as a kite.
Looks like I won't be needing any restraints. Perhaps a cart to carry him.
Hey, he has a tower shield. We can just drag him using his tower shield as a sled.
Any donkeys or pack horses? No, Brother Bonk can pull it. Brother Bonk can pull it.
Says, unfortunately, I do not have any animals around here. It's not exactly the safest place for them either.
Might I buy some of the concoction you used upon him, lest a second dosage may be needed?
Oh.
He says, yeah, give me a moment.
You're going into your shelter, I see.
Can I hear Lurith?
No, you're outside.
No, I know, but I didn't know if the door was open or not.
That's a shop. The door probably has one of those things that auto-close it.
All you're hearing in your head is, why would Solus allow this to happen?
Grumblar goes into the back room that you heard Kevin or Fairheart inquiring about, or less inquiring, more demanding. Comes back out and he says, "Now these are a little bit more powerful, a little bit more expensive. They're 3 gold apiece. How many would you like?"
I look to the pile that Drusilla was given, and I think we've got enough. I'll take 2.
How did I become a paladin with a drug problem in 2 days?
Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that like the whole thing with Tudor and your entire world has been flipped upside down, I would be protesting that this is extremely out of character.
Yeah, that's the thing. Me too, but it's not. I mean, it would be.
Alrighty. Notes are made for that. Anything further?
I thank the Grumblar man and apologize for the actions of our unesteemed companion. Not sparing him the details, but just saying that he's had some world-changing events occur in the last 48 hours. He's usually much worse.
Whenever the door opens, as Lurith is coming out, I'm gonna yell, "Sweet pixie dust! Your alchemical skills are a tragedy and a shame on your race. You could not brew a proper cup of tea, let alone concoct a potion worthy of challenging a true warrior and paragon like me. You
He only
threaten
hears-
me like a dandelion in a hurricane."
He only hears about 10 seconds of that
incoherent
as the door
mumbling.
opens and closes.
I spent all that time writing that down.
Sucks to be you. He really does not care what you have to say. Obviously,
we
he
roll
just,
Fairheart onto his tower shield and attach it with some rope to Brother Bonk's shoulders. Let's get you out of here.
Yeah.
Let's get you home, old man.
As they drag me, I just pray to Solos as loud as I can the entire time.
Maybe we should have bought some earplugs from the nice merchant man.
Or a ball gag. Thankfully for the rest of the party, as you said, your mouth is closed and covered with spider silk. So the loudest that you can pray to Solos is.
Well, I'm going to do that the entire way.
All right. So I
Rick, check DM, please.
hey guys.
Correct.
So my mom's car is not working the way it should. I'm probably gonna have to go pick her up. So I'm gonna probably have to cut out now.
Alrighty. I guess we
assume-
can call it there.
I assume we'll probably be seeing combat next next session, but unless Fairheart gets better, I don't see how he's going to be a help.
We can throw him as like as long as our opponents are 10-pin bowling pins, we can bowl with him.
Well, I suppose like the Florida man on bath salts sort of thing. He could probably be like drug induced high against the enemies. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna head off. I gotta get dressed for the cold weather and go pick up my ma. So
have a good one, Ben.
Hopefully, it's not something major with the car.
That car's it was out of function for like a year or two, and they just now got it back up and running. So who knows? All right, thank you guys. See ya.
Good luck.
Drive safe.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Okay, so I'll recap. A drug-addled Fairheart disrupts innocent merchant.
To be fair, attempts to disrupt an innocent merchant.
I think it was pretty disruptive. I'm glad he didn't charge us for the first potion he used on Fairheart.
How do you know he did it?
In fact, remembering that, I go back in and leave the merchant a tip.
He says, "Oh, thank you."
I swear.
I'm sorry that you seem to have such a pain in the ass traveling companion. I hope that this is just some one-off bad day type of shit, and he doesn't continue to belligerently get y'all into trouble.
It's matter. He can't carry his own pixie dust. Grew up in the city, not in the trees.
He doesn't react to the word pixie dust. Interesting.
You don't know whether or not he does. You're not in there.
I'm overhearing this conversation. How do you know I haven't spoken to the assistant DM and planted a spy in the shop, sir?
Because he's not here. Also because you don't have a spy to plant.
How do you know that I did not go into the DM mode and plant the spy in the shop myself?
Because I am the DM and I can see everything.
I know.
Well, I'd just like to take this moment in time to remind Fairheart that we both sort of screwed up our own prior arrangement. Because one point, you were asking me if we were going to make it.
Yes.
And I ignored you. And then at another point, I asked you if you were going to make it, and you ignored me.
We're not gonna make it.
Oh, we're not going to make it.
We're not gonna make it through a fantasy world called Galileo. Oh, that would have been so much better.
That's how Brother Bonk and Lurith walk along the path, dragging Fairheart away.
Well, I mean, I do feel. No, by the way, you can go ahead and kill the stream. Well, let's do an outro first.
Yep, do the outro.
For anyone who is out there, thank y'all so much for hanging out. And hopefully next week. Oh, no. Next week we will have no session. Week after, December 14th, day after my birthday. Hopefully we will be able to have a full session with the full party. But in the meanwhile, thank you very much for hanging out. And the world of Galil bids you adieu and looks forward to seeing you again.
You shall suffer, Fairheart, no longer.
We shall see.